I speak over your life. I speak over your businesses. As your amen roar this morning, it shall walk. The Lord in his infinite mercy will beautify your works. Your little shall become much. Your much shall multiply. Please could you clap those beautiful hands to the Lord? Clap it to the Lord. You know we are writing books every time in this class. Am I right? We just finish a book and we pick up another one, Building Great Organization. And I remember telling you that there are three processes. Is it three processes now? Three processes. Three processes. Three processes that an organization must pass through. Have I greeted you this morning? Oh, please, to the breed without greed, to the singles without wrinkle, and to we the double without trouble. Can you clap better for Jesus? Shout louder. Yes! Thank you. And I told us, I said there are three stages every business we go through. Number one, I told you the first stage is survivor stage, whereby there's an oscillation between profit and cost of production. Are we together? You are producing, but your profits and cost of production, they are still at a tug of war. We don't know who is bigger. At that level, such a business is at the what we call survivor phase. What do I call that phase? What do I call that phase? And I told you that number one decision that will take you above survivor stage is to make up your mind not to have an excuse. You don't have excuse to fail. You don't have excuse to be small. You can start small, but don't remain small. You don't have excuse for somebody to be big and you will be small. No, sir. And I remember telling us in that first chapter that every time you give excuse, it shuts down your brain from learning. A man's brain is shut down the moment he has excuse. What do I say, church? The moment you give an excuse for poor performance, your brain shuts down. You won't learn. He says, see, this thing is a terrible virus. I told you that a man called, what's the name of that professor? Oh my God, that wrote Habit of Thinking Big. I mentioned his name. Schweppes, Professor Schweppes. He said, excuse is a mind-deadening disease. The moment you have an excuse for your performance, it deadens your mind. Terrible. Why didn't you produce? If you're in my shoe, brother, we've passed your shoe. So produce. Why didn't you grow your house fellowship? There's no people in my area. What about you? I know people. Are we together? Every time you give excuse, your initiative, your intelligence are blocked. Say it after me. I don't have excuse. Now shout it the way you're going to rise. Shout it the way you're going to make more profit this week. I don't have it. And I told you in that first class, I said all the successful people had reduced their excuse and amplified their performances. All failure had always increased their excuse and lowered their performances. It's an equilibrium. One has to go down for one to go up. If your excuse go down, your performances will go up. If your performances come down, your excuses will go up. So somebody do like this. Say one is up, one is down. One is down. In life, every time you give excuses, something goes down. Something rises. Please let's welcome Sister Lydia, all the way from Japan. You are welcome, man. The Lord bless you, man. The Lord bless you. Hope you're enjoying Nigeria. Sister Lydia. Hope you're enjoying Nigeria. Wow. So much. Please let's celebrate that one more time. Let's celebrate. Thank you. So I told you that the moment your excuse come down, your performances will go up. The moment your performances come down, your excuse has gone up. You can't do the two at the same time. So if you have excuse, you will not have performance. Or you will not be productive. If you are productive, you will not have excuse. So I want to ask you one question this morning. What do you have? Answer. Excuse or performance? Are we together? And I tell us, I said, so a business has to move from survivor to success. At the success level, your profit is higher than your cost of production. If you hear me shout, I hear. Oh my God, let me hear living soul this morning louder. If you hear me, let me hear you louder. So at the success level, your profiting is higher than your cost of production. You know the problem with many Nigerians? They don't even know the cost of production, talk less of profits. They just mungo everything together and they become monkey. Say not me. Don't mungo things up. You must celebrate and segregate things. Like I told you, you can't multiply anything you can't measure. Write it down. If you cannot measure your profits, you can't multiply it. You can't multiply anything you have not measured. Please, the cameraman, let me block out this light. I don't want to see the shadow of it. Just extend it a little bit, adjust it. Are we together? I think it's okay. Just block that ray I'm saying. This is okay for me. So maintain this for me. Stretch forth your hands. By the authority of heaven, you will always have. So say bully after me, success. So at success level, your profit is more than your what? Cost of production. A little bit louder, shout it louder. Profit higher than what? Clap for yourself. Please clap for yourself, please. Now, but this is not our destination. Remember I told you that to move to profits, perfect it. To move to profits, you must put in structure. Say structure, system. Now, so how do I move from success to significance? Who is there? Are we together? Shout success to significance. At that level, to move from that level, you must start putting certain factors, say certain factors, into play. Last week I told you, you must focus on your strengths. Is everybody shouting louder? Say focus on your strengths. You won't leave success level to significant level if you don't identify your strength and focus on it. So for the purpose of today's class, we're going to move to the second key. Someone say second key. The second key to move from success to significance as a businessman, business owner, and in life, you must be flexible. So everybody please say it after me. Flexibility. So that's why we titled this message, Flexibility, the key to move from success to significance. That's the way I coin it that we put on the screen for us. Flexibility, key to move from success to significance. I have like 10 points this morning. I pray God will help me to finish. So I will need your utmost attention to be able to grab what God is saying. Number one, there are certain attributes, certain factors, certain dynamics about flexibility. How flexibility. The first thing I'm going to address this morning is that flexibility is an ability. Before I ever define flexibility, I will start like that. So if I want to define flexibility, I will say flexibility is an ability. What is an ability? Ability is the energy to do work. strength to do work. So flexibility is a strength. When a business owner is not flexible, he will lose certain future. He can't have future. It is an ability, it's a strength. In a fast-paced world, whereby day by day people are innovating, people are inventing, people are producing, people are making things big. I hope you know that there are more millionaires now than before. If you know, shout yes. There are even more billionaires than before. So that means that the world at large is not getting bad. It's the small that are getting worse. I hope you understand what I'm saying now. The big are becoming bigger, the small are becoming smaller. You have to make a choice. Shout, I choose big. Please, I want you to talk this morning. Shout, I choose to be big. There are more data in the world than before. There are more articles now than before. The rate of development is alarming. Things are getting better. The question is, the good are getting good, better. The poor are getting poorer. That's the problem. So the first point this morning is that flexibility is an ability. It's an energy to do your work. So if you are not flexible, you lack a certain ability. I was listening to a man called Donald Trump. Who can tell me who is Donald Trump is? Who is Donald Trump? The current president of America. And he has joined one of the few presidents in the history of America dating back to 1877 or 1788. Out of the two, I remember America came into play. Is that 1788 or 1877? I shall know. Check for me. Somebody check for me. Because I've read it and I didn't write it down. He said that's 1788 because the first president was George Washington. His assistant was Adams John, and they were elected again. So Adams John now became the president. And Adams John's son now became president I think in 1825. It should be 1788. So Adams John was the first president ever who became president, and his son also came to become president, just like Bush. Are we together? So what am I saying? If you've checked for me, just let me know. Now, Donald Trump now joined the list of the very few people on earth, few presidents on earth, who had been re-elected in the history of America. They say most American presidents, once they serve once or twice, they don't even bother to compete again or re-elect again. But Donald Trump did it. He lost. He came back again and he won. So whether we like it or not, he knows something. If you all agree, shout a louder yes. He has something. If you all agree, shout a louder yes. How can somebody, president, lost, came back again and won? Look at what he said. Because you know he's a billionaire in dollars before he became president. He said this word. He said most people fail in business because they are too rigid. When you are too rigid, there are certain level of riches you can't have. Rigid. He said business only survive at the level of the flexibility of the organization. Shout flexibility. Oh, I want you to shout it. I didn't say talk it. Shout it. Shout flexibility. Number 2 definition. Flexibility is an attitude. Shout attitude. A behavioral habit. It's a behavior. Organization must understand that they must be flexible if they want to be able to make more profit. So let me put it like this. You have to be flexible to be able to make more profits. So when you are not flexible, you will end up as a disabled. So when we say flexibility is an attitude, a behavioral pattern, what are we saying? Are we saying that an organization should be changing like a hermaphrodite? No! Let me explain this for you a little bit further. An organization that will make profit must be rigid inside and flexible outside. Everybody say louder after me. Rigid inside, flexible outside. Could you shout a little bit louder? Rigid inside, flexible outside. I'm going to explain better. When we say rigid inside, we are talking about this. Rigidity simply means certain things must not change. For example, now, when you grow above 21, there's some exercise you can never do again. All those splitting your leg like this, and you go down, and you go down, then your bum touch the floor. Once you pass 21, it will tear. Why? That your body and bone is now rigid. Rigidity simply means restriction. That bone and the body has been restricted to a particular mode and fashion. So when I say flexibility is a behavior or an attitude and a behavioral pattern like that, the same thing. What I'm saying is this: your organization must be rigid inside, restricted inside, but flexible outside. Three things. Write it down. When I say, what does it mean to be rigid inside? Three things. You must be rigid in your vision. Rigid in your belief. Rigid in your value. Should I come again? Rigid in your vision. Rigid in your belief. Rigid in your value. Shall I come again? Rigid in your vision. Rigid in your value. Rigid in your belief. For example, let's pick your church. We have changed venue, changed many things, but we have never changed our vision. Yes or no? What's our vision? We are here to raise love being. That's our vision. So we are turning human being to love being. That's why everybody that comes to this show, they will tell you that this place is a loving environment. You are not judged. You are only corrected in love. Shout aye. Number two, we have beliefs. We believe that everybody is important. Yes or no? We believe that whatever we do, wherever we are, we must make it better. We criticize action and not personality. If you hear me shout a yeah. Then we have our value. What's our value? Love, excellence, and integrity. Something like Lee. L-E-I. Love, excellence, and integrity. So those things can never change. You must be rigid with those things. Are we together? So organization that will last must be flexible outside, but rigid in those things. How rigid? Restricted in those things. How restricted? So what do I now mean by flexible outside? You must be flexible in terms of production and products. You must be flexible in terms of structure and system. Those things must be changing. For example, you will get it better now. How many of you have heard about this designer called Nike? Nike, N-I-K-E. If you've heard about them, shout it louder. Yes, so talk like a king that you are. Let me hear you louder, please. 20-something years ago, all Nike make, basically, all they produce, basically, is a boot. How many of you remember? But later on, they start producing canvas. About flexibility. Later on, they start producing t-shirts. Later on, they start producing bag for school. Can you see flexibility now? Bag, school bag, backpack. Just like Sister Lydia bag. What's the make? G-O-D. Is that the make? God. Eh? The Lord bless you, man. I always make her laugh. Am I right? Don't worry, I have more time for you tomorrow. I will make you laugh. Are we together? They are now making what? Backpack. Not only that, they are making tights for ladies. You know, all those body wear that people wear. Nike is now making it. Not only that, they are making men's shirts. Not only that, they are making jackets and even pullover. So they have become so flexible that from making shoe for playing football, they actually the one that made England jersey some years ago, that white one that England wore, Nike made it. But shall go deeper again. They actually made the same clothes that Barcelona normally wear. That common Barcelona clothes was made by Nike. So you can see that they are flexible in terms of products. They didn't say shoe and shoe alone. If they are say shoe, football shoe and football shoe alone, they will never be suitable for more profits. If you hear me shout, "Aye oh." Are you ready? Are you ready for the third point? Flexibility can be lent. Is it lent or lent? Borrow me that English. Help me. Can be lent or land. Can be lent. Or so help me. Some of you that have read English. Lent. Flexibility can be learned. It's a teachable trait. How teachable? You can learn it. How do you learn flexibility? You learn it by adjusting to trend. Say trend. See, there's some things are called in the social, what they call it trending things. I hope you know that trend is a reality that we can't change. Let me put it like this. If you don't understand trend and take advantage of trending situation, you will soon end. Write it down. If you don't understand trend and trending situation, you will soon lack strength. So you can learn it by what is trend? Trend simply means what people accept per time. What people accept per time is what they call trending thing. What people are watching per time, what people are using per time. So, see, the trending country now, as far as football is concerned, is what country now? Spain. Because they won the World Cup. If you go and mention Brazil now for football, people will just slap you. Spain won because they are trending. You can't be trending and still be handing. No, sir. You have to pick one. So flexibility can be learned. By understanding trend, you ask yourself the question, what is happening now? What is raining now? How do I solve the problem of the raining thing now? How do I jump into trending thing and solve people's problem? See, church, you know the funny thing? When trend are moving, people that move with trend can make 1 billion. Why the people that don't understand trend can still be struggling with 5,000? Yes or no? Everybody shall go deeper. The question is, what is Pella doing that makes him almost a billionaire? How many of you saw his wedding yesterday? That wedding of Pella is crazy. You wonder that such a money can be from TikTok. He can't speak good English. He didn't go to school. He only understood trend and he plugged in to make people laugh through trend. There were many comedians before him, but he didn't follow trend. So they end. Please let me touch your neighbor's shoulder. Find somebody, touch his shoulder. Touch somebody's shoulder. Shout, understand trend. If you don't want to end. They're trending thing. He didn't do anything. Let me even make it problem. Probably he may not even fast and pray. But we need to fast and pray. Am I right? But he only understood trend And he learned something. Flexibility. I was listening to it because, see, I listen to successful people. I don't watch failure. Like I've told you, there's nothing you can learn from failure except strategy to fail. I only learn from successful because the two of them are not the same. So I don't waste my time. So if you can succeed in anything, I will watch you. So I was listening to Pella's interview. And he said the father was trying to make him be a carpenter or shoemaker. Welder. The father was pushing him. Learn welding. Learn welding. He will now go to, we will go in the morning, we will run away. He will come back again in the evening and come. So everybody in the area will think that this boy is an unserious soul. Yes or no? But church, it is he that has profit that is serious. Forget about the boy is good. Now you imagine currently now you and Pella, you are sibling. Who will your parent honor? And you went to school. You have certificates. You have paper. He has money. I prophesy, if you can say amen 3 times, have money. Am I making sense this morning? If I'm making the shout, sense! Don't worry, I'm going to come again and teach us only on trend. It's a topic entirely. You can learn it. You look at trend. You learn how to solve problem within the confinement of trending thing. That guy was so flexible. He didn't say my destiny is weather. I am born weather. I am a weather. You are not a Mayweather. Even Mayweather has retired. I am. Somebody said, all they send me to do is to be a weather. Brother, the weather will choke you. But this young boy was flexible enough to take advantage of trend. He now solved problem of depression, low life, boredom. He was able to project a silly comedy, as it were. And whether we like it or not, people, laughter is a major problem. Depression is a major problem. It's a disaster. By just showing up on TikTok, I'm sure he's a billionaire now, almost a billionaire. When I saw the house he's packing to, how is somebody older than him will not marry him? Because he has more money. When you have money, you can marry a younger lady, you can marry a adult lady, you can marry any level. The lady is older. When somebody is poor, younger will not marry you, mate will not marry you, elder will not marry you. I prophesy, be rich. Am I making sense? So this thing can be learned. You look at trend. You ask yourself the question, how do I solve problem within the confinement of that trending thing? You jump into it. Are we together? At that time, TikTok was trending. And you know that all those trending things remain forever. Facebook is still there. Instagram is there. TikTok is there. Which one again? There are many now. Snapchat is there. Which one again? Trend. Trend is there. Instagram is there. Whichever you can plug in. You better plug in early. Shall plug in early. And don't be rigid and say, the way I am. All I do is to dry clean. All I do is to dry clean clothes. People will be paying you 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. When you can plug into trend, they pay you 15 million, 200 million. You will soon be surprised that Pella will become an ambassador for many organizations. You now wonder, this one is an ambassador. You'll be wondering. It has nothing to do with shape and size and certificate any longer. It has everything to do with trend. Shout trend. Those are the advantages of 21st century. Whereby the conventional ability can turn to disability. Conventional ability like going to school. Conventional ability like you being a welder. All those things can become disability when it's not functioning within the confinement of trend. Sorry, am I boring you this morning and I'm impacting? If I'm impacting, shout a louder yes. Take advantage of trend. The The fourth point. Flexibility is a decision of continuous improvement. There's something in Japan called Kaizen. You've heard it before, man. K-A-I-Z-E-N. Kaizen. This, you can Google it. Kaizen in Japan. So I went to Japanese because of you. On my phone, so that I can say something about you people. Kaizen. Kaizen. Oh, sorry. Probably is my pronunciation a bit. K-A-I-Z-E-N. A-I-Z-E-N. Sorry. Kaizen. You know, it's not my language. I was calling it English with English. Kaizen. Are we together? One of the strengths of Japan is this same word I mentioned now. They said it has been generally accepted among all the organizations. And it has 5 major points. Number 1, they say Kaizen encourages steady, gradual approach to continuous improvements. Gradual, steady, continuous improvement. So if you want to produce an organization in Japan, and that's why they've been able to produce great organization, more than an average country in Africa, and they are in the world scale now. They believe, I look at one of my sons has helped me out. Look at it. Kaizen's on the screen. Japanese improvement. Can you see? It belongs to them. Japanese improvement. It's a Japanese vocabulary word that outside of Japanese has been adopted as a concept in business study which asserts the significant positive results may be achieved due to cumulative effect of many, often small, even trivial improvements to all aspects of a company operation. Trivial improvements. And in my further study, they mentioned 4 things. They said, number 1, making small improvements. Say 1. Number 2, they make identifying the problem. Sorry, I've gone past you before. Number 3 is creating innovative solution. Those are the things they've put in place. Little improvements. If you've not been ironing your shirt before, start ironing it. Improvements. If you've not been paying tithe before, start paying tithe. Improvements. If you've not been coming early to church before, start coming earlier. Improvements. If you've not been talking before, start talking in. Improvements. They said if you can put those steady trivial improvements in your life, you will build great organization. And this Kaizen is a major developmental principle, the backbone of the economy of the whole country. Somebody shout it louder, say, knowledge is powerful. Thank you. You can take it. Let me tell your neighbor, are you improving? So you can see that flexibility is a decision. Let me touch somebody beside you. Could you please shake the person and shout, are you getting better? Are you improving? Are we together? Number what now? Number 4. I've said many things, you don't even know. We're looking at the real topic. Sorry, many problems. You know why? In my mind, I see myself talking to the entire heart. So in this country, in this church now, you can see there's Japanese, there's Nigerian, there's Yorubanist, there's Ibonese, there's Hausanist. So before you know, there'll be neighbor, there'll be your niece in church. Are we together? Stretch out your hands, I prophesy. Grace to apply what you have been taught, and life will never be tough again. Receive it in Jesus' name. Are you ready for the next point? Number 5 broad points. Number 5 broad points. Master this. Master. Number 5. Are we ready? Flexibility is an act of gradual transformation or changes. So when you say you are flexible, it means you have embraced consistent changes. See, don't just age, change. I hope you know that whether we like it or not, inside every one of us, God has factor changes. Don't just age, change. Let me surprise you. Are you ready for this next statement? This statement is powerful. Are you ready for it? Go and check your picture when you are age 5. Go and check your picture when you are age 20. Go and check your picture when you are age 30 something, 40 something, 50 something. You will realize you are the same soul in different bodies. If you all like me, shout yes. So you are not always like this. You will not always be like this. If your body can be changing because it's aging, every organization must be changing to address the age problem. Are we together? Everything that will not change externally will be in chains. Changing venue, changing style, changing appearance, changing. Are we together? Flexibility, changing. I used to use small tie before. I'm now using bigger tie. How many of you noticed that? Changes. I don't knot my tie before. I'm now knotting it. Changes. There must be something you are doing that is a little bit different from what you have been doing before. It may be slight adjustment, changing. You've not been dressing corporate before. You're not dressing corporate. You don't have a suit before. Buy one. Changing. Because if you are not changing, you will be aging. And you know, Nigeria call it, they will say he has change in his pocket. So if you are not changing, there will not be change in your pocket. Shout a yeah. I'm telling you, only God is the same yesterday, today, and what? Let me hear you louder. Only God is the same what? Yesterday, today, and what? Every growing organization must keep adjusting. Let me explain this terminology. When you look at water, what do I call it? What do I call it? When you look at the flow of rivers, you will see rivers adjusting. It's never straight. Adjusting. Why? The moment rivers see an obstacle, they adjust to solve that problem or to rise above it. It's either the water carry the obstacle or create a way beside this obstacle or create a way above the obstacle or create a way below the obstacle. Water is unstoppable. See it properly. Are we together? Say it after me. Adjustment. That's what they call flexibility. You are adjusting. See, anything not adjusting would be swallowed by adversity. You must adjust. Shout adjustment. A little bit louder. You must. You must. So you see, that's why water always gets to the sea and ocean. From your house, as they are flowing, it will get to the sea. Anything on its path, it's either crush it or create another way for itself. So in life, you must have that attribute whereby you become unstoppable. And how do you become unstoppable? You must be flexible. Everybody write it down. To become unstoppable, you must be flexible. If you are not flexible, they will break you. things will break somebody. Let me say that statement a little bit louder. If you remind me the quote again. If you want to be unstoppable, you must be what? Flexible. It's a system of water. There used to be an organization at K2. How about look up? Let me explain to you. The father of those guys died. And they were doing pretty well, a little bit. So the father died and the wife died. It was so sudden. The man died, the wife died. And they handed over to the boy, to the son. So when the son took over, initially it was just gallivanting. We have money. And all of a sudden, the business was nosediving. Then somebody gave the boy an advice. Employ somebody that can manage this business. That's how he employed that guy. In this K2 year, one of our members worked there. In this K2 year, everybody asked me, say, what did they do? There used to be an engineering firm. What do I call them? But when the new guy came in, imagine everybody was collecting like 80,000 per month. The new guy that came charged them 1.2 million per month. See, there's some people you need to pay. They are not other people's mates. What do I say? The fact that we are the same size and the same shape does not mean we have the same mind. Human beings are not the same. Stop rating people equal. We are not equal. They are billionaire and they are popanaire. If you hear me shout, yeah, oh. This man came into the. You imagine they are paying others like 80,000. His own pocket money per month is 1.2. Look at the gap. And that's how life pay. Life pay a man that is a solution provider. Man don't care whether you occupy his place or not. If you are not solving problem, you are not needed. It's your neighbor. If you are not solving problem, you only occupying space. You are not needed. Yoruba will tell you anytime about you about feel pani. In other words, I'm with you. I'm not bellyful. If I leave you, I can't be a fool. Shout louder, I hear. Please clap better for Jesus. I want to say that. So the guy took over the management, and during COVID, he just came up. He said, we have to adjust to things. And they started making nose masks. Engineer Debayo, please come closer. What are the other things they were making? She was working in that organization before she became an entrepreneur. They started making nose masks. What again? Adult diaper. Engineering company. What again? Baby diaper. How do you correlate diaper and engineering company? Baby wipe, adult diaper, nose mask, ice cream, ice cube that they normally used to drink, ice cube that they pour into wine, and what again? Table water. Engineering company. Ask me what happened. During COVID that they retrenched in nearly all organizations, they improved their salary. They increased their salary. They started employing more people. Yes or no? When I passed through the organization again in K2, they have expanded like how many times the original size now? Two and a half size. You understand meaning of that? That means that they've expanded like 100%. What their father handed over, they have gone over it. Because they were flexible. Shout flexible. Please, let's clap for engineer because you work with them. When they were not flexible, she wanted to retire. By the time they became flexible, we begged her. They had to force her before engineer can leave them. If you are getting something today, shout, I got something. I have something. I believe this is a good food, Abby. I believe I'm feeding you well. So that's the truth. That's the truth. In this K2 year, the organization survived. They did well because they became flexible. You cannot move to significance if you are not flexible. Are we together? You can't move there. You can't move there until you are flexible. Shout flexibility. Number 7. Every CEO must be flexible enough to know when to hire and when to fire. There's some people that cannot remain with you as you go higher. That is why when you are too emotional, you will lose motion of an organization. A CEO must be loving, wonderful, caring. But a time is going to come that some people cannot go with you. I was reading Making It Big by Otedola. And at a particular time, he wanted to close down a business. And he used like 7 billion to settle all the staff because they can't follow him to the next organization. How many billion? Bought them a house, bought them cars, and tell them, sorry, we can't continue. Your brain can't carry the next gain. What do I say? Their brain cannot carry what? There's some people you should not marry because their brain cannot carry your gain. The gain ahead of you, their brain can't carry it. Are we together? Their brain can't carry it. It's not a sin, it's not a crime. Their brain can't carry it. And they use over 7 billion. Imagine then. Bought them houses, bought them car. Is even a good boss. Settle them. But the question is, Otedola is a billionaire now. Are they billionaire? But they are settled. Because they cannot carry the next level. So, to become really, really rich, you must have what we call robust and balanced emotion. But shall robust, balanced emotion. Just like a good mother will be caring, but at the same time disciplined. You should be able to correct your son, correct your daughter. Because it's better for your children to cry than you cry over them. Robust. If you are too emotional, that boy or that girl will be controlling you. And a time is going to come, you will not like what you will become. You won't like it. Are we together? So please move from emotional to decisional. Write it down. Some of you need this class more. You need it. You need it. If I have somebody to teach me this, I will get there before the teacher. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? I will get there before what? The teacher. The Lord bless you. You must know when to hire. Say hire and fire. See, a Jonah in your company will sink the boats. A Jonah in an organization will drain the organization. It's in any company. So you must be flexible enough to know when to say, at this time, we love you, but we need to move past you. Am I making sense at all, church? That's the problem with Africa and Nigerians, whereby businesses are not growing the way they're supposed to grow because the owner is too emotional. There's no principle or system to screen people. And if you can't pass, you will have to go down or go out. There should be check and balances. In any great organization, there must be check and balances, monitoring, terminology. Like something happened of recent, a lady called me and said, Pastor, I joined your church, this church. She's a member of this church. Said, I'm a member, but I don't want to become a worker. I said, why? I said, but you are doing workforce. He said, when they told me I'm going to write an exam. So how can I be writing exam in church? So I asked her back. I said, sorry, dear. Are you a graduate? She said, yes. Did you write exam in school? He said she wrote an exam in school. Did you pass? She passed. I said, how come you now want a lower standard for God's sake? How do we test that what we've taught you understand? And I just left her with her level and move on. Are we together? You don't allow people's mindset to hinder you. If it's not available, you will be able. You just be able and move on. Am I making sense? Don't allow people's situation to hinder your own motion. Do you write exam on campus? He said yes. So we should not have exam. He said, so how do we examine people? And I just move past and we keep moving. Others are writing exam and they are passing. Eat your neighbor, shout out, yeah, oh. So those are you should not be flexible about those areas. Shout out, yeah. It's like somebody joining your company and is telling you that the way you normally give us time and reduce our money for coming late, I don't like it. It's your business. In this organization, we have a standard. You should not be flexible about that. Remember what I told you? Flexible outside, rigid inside. If you hear me shout, yeah. When you see Pastor Christian Akulome, you think he doesn't have bone. Yes or no? Hallelujah. Touch me. Oh, glory to God. One of the most disciplined organizations is pastored by him on earth. Most disciplined. So that means that those are perception or packaging behavior. He's a disciplined person to the bone. If you hear me shout, I hear. Number 8. Flexibility is the ability to know when to take meaningful risk. At this portion, the rubber must meet the road. What do I say? There's some risks. If you don't take it, you will not rise. I took a crazy risk 15 years ago. Somebody should ask me that, what is the risk? When the city of Abeokuta wanted to buy a building, that's how we bought Abeokuta Church. And the old church, they wanted to sell it for us for 4.5 million then. I'm talking about 15 years ago or thereabouts. 2002, 2012 or 2014. Either of the two, sha. When people are bringing their generator to sell, bringing their clothes, bringing their laptop, when we sold everything, we were able to make 700,000. Then we went to go and give the owner. Later on, there's anything available I was selling. We must just buy that because the property is bigger than the entire wing lot. Our church in Abeokuta, bigger. Bigger than the entire wing lot. Crazy decision. So we tried. It didn't work. Try. So I went to anybody I know I was asking. So later on, we pay 1.1 million. I moved again. We raised the money, told everybody we're moving because predominantly students were able to drop 2.2 million. Out of how much? 4 points. And after we delayed, the owner just say, I'm not selling it for you again. That you are slow. And at that time, I remember I'm anointed. I stood on the anointing. He now called one of his son. The man is dead now. He died 2 years ago. Called one of his son. He said, please come and help me pay back the church. They are 2.2 million. In as much that they cannot meet up. So I stood, I said, except I'm not called. With the process, if you are sleeping, you better open your eyes now. Except I'm not called. With the process work. Ask me what happened. The son came from UK on Monday. The mother of that boy, his wife, died on Tuesday. So instead of him to pay us our money, they used the money for the burial ceremony of his wife. So they had to call me back. As a young boy, 15 years ago. I was in my early 30s at that time. So I came in. They were now begging me that actually we came to pay you off. My father told me, but coming now, situation has happened. I pray for you. Situation that will hinder your enemy and will empower you will always happen. So they were begging me. So I too got angry. I said, pay me my money. Pay. It was back, pay us. We go and buy another one. And at that time, property is more than that. So they were begging me. So I returned back. And I went into history. See, you must be flexible to advance, to learn. I went into history. Who is the friend of this man? Then I realized that my father said that brother. See history. In 1984, helped that man when he had accident. Wow! I went to meet my father. I said that brother. My father is 87 now. Imagine his age then. He's dead now for like almost 10 years ago. I went to meet my dad. My father said that brother. I said we wanted to buy a facility. My father told me that you helped this man 1984. See, life stop people that are not flexible. I could have said church will raise money when they like. We will never buy that building. Please, sister. Sit right, man. Sit right, man. Remove your hand from your head, please. This is what I'm saying. This thing is too valuable for your destiny. Are we together? Yeah, but see the extent I became flexible to. I went to me, my father said that brother. Then I reminded him that story. How did I know that story? I was asking my father. We wanted to buy building. Who has this man help? So my father told me that many years ago, he's a friend of my elder brother. At that time, my father is in Lagos. His elder brother, I went to meet that one. That one I went to meet his best friend. So 2 elderly people followed me back to come and meet you. On top of want to buy a property. So what extent can you go to advance? Let me ask you another question. What extent can you go to advance? So when we got to the man, as he saw my father said that brother, saw his friend. He said, young boy, how do you know these people? This is the man that helped me in 1994. My father's father said, put this aside. That property, I want to sell it. I want to buy it. My son told this is my, and he mentioned that this is my younger brother's son. And then one saying, my children said they should not sell it. He said, we will sell it. His friend said, you must sell it. And that's how they increased from 4.5 million to 6.2 again. Because we default. We were paying that money for like 4 years. How do you see 4.something million from students? So we now conclude that it's 6.2 million. After begging, the man wanted to, he didn't want to sell it again, despite the wife died. I was using spiritual, I was using social. All those capacity was put in place. What extent do you go to get results? A lot of you give up easily. Just say, I didn't have money here, my brother does not give me, and you stayed like down this mindset. You find a way. Says find a way. Like water find his way. Be flexible. Find your way. As a man, you toast a lady. She didn't say yes. Go and meet his friend. The friend will talk to her. She will come and beg you back. You marry her. Flexible. Flexible. You like a guy, he's not looking at you. Come and meet with him. I will call him. Are we together? Everybody shout flexible. You know what happened? After I now saw that one day, I said, what is the way out?